So guys, the Pi core team just rolled out a new update that has to do with the pre-migration and the post-migration lockups. And here in this video, I'll be breaking them down in order for you to understand why this update is actually important in the Pi ecosystem. So within the last 48 hours, if you launch the Pi app, it's going to bring you up to an interface that looks exactly like so. If you look closely guys, it reads, pioneers can choose to set lockups to boost mining rates. I will explain to you in deep why this is actually very important in the Pi ecosystem. And if you look down a bit, this post was actually live on the 1st of August at exactly 5:52 p.m. Let me quickly show you something guys. Let's quickly click on the Learn More button. So once you click on the Learn More button, it automatically brings you up to this interface you can see on the screen. It says Lockup Reminder. So let's read this paragraph together and I'll explain to you better. It says, remember, pioneers can voluntarily choose to create lockups regardless of their migration status. Pre-migration lockup configuration boosts pioneers' current Pi based on future lockup settings and affects Pi in the next migration. And the post-migration lockups refers to the Pi that pioneers have acquired on the Mainnet blockchain, and it is free to be locked up. So let me quickly explain to you what this paragraph is actually saying. Previously guys, the Pi lockup was only available to Pi tokens that are yet to be migrated to Mainnet. And recently guys, the post-migration lockups was introduced, which simply means that already migrated Pi tokens that are in your wallet can be locked up for the future. In summary guys, you can actually lock up your Pi token before migration to Mainnet and also after migration to Mainnet. So in order for you to set up the pre-migration lockups, you will actually be doing that from the Pi app. But for the post-migration lockups, you'll be needing the Pi browser or your Pi wallet to actually carry out the post-migration lockup. So let me quickly run you through on how you can do that easily. So for the pre-migration lockups, once you're on your Pi app interface just like so, you tap on the hamburger icon at the top left-hand corner of the screen, then you tap on Mainnet. Once you tap on Mainnet, then you tap on configure lockup rates. So once you click on configure lockup rates, you'll be able to choose the amount or the percentage of Pi you want to lock and also the duration you want to lock the Pi for. And for the post-migration lockup, ensure that you are on the mainnet, that is Pi mainnet. Once you have Pi mainnet just like so, then you can click the lockup button here just like so. Once you click on the lockup button, you will also be taken to an interface where you have to choose the percentage of Pi you want to lock up and the duration which you actually want to lock up the Pi token for. And this is the interesting part of it guys. Let's read on. It says the mining boost will go into effect in the following mining section after the lockup. It says creating a new lockup will boost individual mining rates based on the lockup reward mechanism detailed in the white paper of 2021, which then helps to support a robust and stable ecosystem and incentivize long-term engagement with the network. This is super interesting. So let's quickly look at the differences between the pre-migration lockups and the post-migration lockups. Here we have a lot of reading to do, but I will not be boring you with so much reading. However, I have actually made a summary of everything there for you just like so. As you can see, this is what we have for the differences between the pre-migration and the post-migration lockups. I will also be leaving the link to this form in the description of this video. So guys, here is a very important reminder for all of us. Lockups are actually optional and voluntary. It's not automatically applied even if you have migrated your Pi coins. And also guys, this lockup settings actually applies to the future mining rewards, not any Pi you have already earned or already mined. And also remember guys, this is not a saving or staking account. So you are not earning interest. Rather, you are getting an increase in your future mining rates. And here is a pro tip for us guys. If you're yet to migrate your token to Mainnet, go ahead and set up a pre-migration lockup. And if you have already migrated your tokens to Mainnet, you can go ahead to set up the post-migration lockup in order to benefit from up to the 200% allocation. And here is a flexible strategy for us, guys. You could combine both lockups over time, but bear in mind that each lockups are irreversible until the lockup date. And so, to my final verdict, whether you are preparing to migrate or already migrated to Mainnet, by choosing to commit your Pi, you are signaling confidence in Pi's future and earning coins along the way. So if your big question still remains if you should lock up your Pi, yes, go ahead and lock up those Pi and let's have a wonderful Pi future together.